What is going on today, guys? Tomcat here, and welcome back to Forza Horizon 4, where we are going to be doing a drift build, crazy maxed out drift build, of the 1966 Volkswagen Double Cab pickup. Now, this is a new car as of today. It's a new car pass car as of today, and I'm very excited to get my hands on it for multiple reasons. One, because it's a Volkswagen Double Cab. I mean, first of all, what's not to like about that? And secondly, it's so quirky and weird, and Doug DeMuro would be all over this thing. But no, it's a really interesting vehicle, and I think it would be a really cool thing to build into a drift car. And I'm really curious to see what engine swap options they've made available for it. Now, they could have gone crazy, or they could have given us, like, very little options, and I'm hoping they went crazy, because I want to do something, like, ridiculous with it. Like, maybe, you know, some crazy racing engine, because it's not going to be able to slide very well in stock trim. That I can be certain of, even without driving it. So, let's go ahead and see what our conversion options are for engines. And it seems we can also, if we wanted to, we could actually stick a single turbo or a positive displacement supercharger on the stock engine, which is a little weird. But we have the stock powertrain, which produces 53 horsepower and 78 foot-pounds of torque. We have, and it's a just under a 1.5 liter. We've got a 2-liter inline-4, 2-liter flat-4 turbo. That's actually very interesting. 2.5-liter flat-4 turbo, 2-liter flat-4 turbo rally engine, and 4-liter flat-6, which is a Porsche engine. So I'm going to put the Porsche engine in the in the double cab. Oh, this is going to be good. So it comes rear-wheel drive from the factory. However, it is rear engine as well, so it's definitely going to be a bit of a thing. We can take the bumper off if we so desire, which I think I'm going to. It gives it a weird, kind of like strange look, but I'm kind of okay with it. You can't really put anything over the back, but you don't really need to. I don't think you need to. And wheel setup, you know what? Oh, we can adjust the offset. That's great. We need to do the platform and handling stuff first. So race brakes are an absolute must. Drift suspension is an absolute must. And sway bars are an absolute must as well. And with the race weight reduction, this is down to 2,300 pounds right now. That's pretty damn good. So I'm going to throw the cage in there because I think a cage in a Volkswagen Double Cab pickup is just stupid and hilarious. And it's like one of those things that you would never need, but we're going to do it anyway. Now, I don't know how much this engine makes fully maxed out, but I'm hoping we're somewhere in the 700 to 900 horsepower range. If it's capable of that, then I think we'll be... Oh, yeah, 910 horsepower. Now, to be fair, that's going to be all top end because we're making 960 horsepower and 630 foot-pounds of torque. I mean, look at that dyno graph. It's all going to be up top. So, well, close to up top anyway. Now, let's see. Platform and handling. Drivetrain. Drivetrain needs to be maxed because if the drivetrain's not maxed, we're in for some trouble. We're in for some big trouble if the drivetrain's not maxed. Can you imagine trying to put all that through the stock transmission in one of these? I don't want to imagine it. So let's run it on sport tires because I feel like we're going to need some resemblance of grip because we're only going to be able to run a 255 front and rear, it looks like. Now, wheel style is an interesting thing to consider because this is not something that you would... Ooh! Those actually kind of fit. I don't know why they kind of fit, but they kind of fit. Let's see. They're 14s from the factory. I feel like maybe a good 17. A 17 doesn't look out of place to me. I don't think it does anyway. Now, once we correct the offset, I think it'll be much better. Ooh, yes. That's a very welcome change. Dude, that actually looks kind of good in my opinion. It's not insanely pretty or anything, but it still looks good, and it looks like something that could actually go sideways pretty damn well. So with that being said, and with that being built, we're about to do a little bit of a tune setup on it. Nothing too crazy, but I'm going to leave it at a 373. Just going to leave the gearing alone for now. Going to give you a little bit of tow out in the front. I'm thinking, yeah, we'll tow it in a little bit in the back. And let's see. Gonna soften the front sway bars a little bit and stiffen the rear a good bit. And springs, they're going stiffer in the back. It's already slammed because of drift suspension. And we're going to bias the brakes to the front just a little bit, so in case we want to do some brake-based rotation, we can. And acceleration is going 100% lock, and I think we're going to leave the decel at about 75%. So, with all of that being said and done, I think I kind of want to put not really put a design or a paint on it, but I do want to see if there are any little, like, weird customization points, which there are not. Like, the X button came up for, like, it's like, oh, yeah, you could do it advanced, and then I was like, but wait, there's no plus symbol, so there's pretty much nothing we can do for that. Now, I don't even really want to paint the wheels because the wheels look good in that color, though. I'm going to paint them because I don't think the mirrors are not even paintable. What happens if you paint the hood? I was about to say, this car's hood cannot be painted because it's not there. And let's see. That's the whole thing. Group 1, that's probably just the face of the wheel, right? Yeah. What if we almost not really matched it to the body, but like sort of did a similar theme to the body color of the vehicle itself? I feel like that's actually kind of cool. I mean, it's subtle, but it makes sense. It's subtle, but it makes sense, and I think it lines up the, I guess if you want to say the aesthetic portion of the build. I guess it lines it up a little bit, and it needs, oh, you know what it needs? It needs a Send It sticker on the back, because I haven't built any, like, proper drift cars in a good while, and I miss it. I mean, I know a lot of you guys say, oh, you do too many drift builds, but the reason why I do so many drift builds is because I like them and I enjoy them, and I think it's a really fun thing to do. So let's apply a sticker to the rear bumper, and y'all already know what it's going to be. You already know exactly what it's going to be. And we'll size it a little bit. Oh, God. I always forget how big they make these vinyls, like from the get-go. You know what I mean? Oh, God, we should make it huge. We should just, like, stick it right in the middle there. Just make it absolutely huge, because that's what we're going to do in this thing. And I guarantee you that's not completely centered, and it's probably going to bug me when we start driving. But I'm really impatient right now, and I really want to drive the van. Or truck, van, what do you call it even? It's a mixture between a truck and a van, and I don't know what to call it. But with all of that being said and done and finished, it is time to leave the festival, get out on the road, and see what kind of monstrosity we've created here. And I'm fairly certain it's going to be a monstrosity of some sort. Whether or not it actually works is, let's say it remains to be seen whether or not it actually works. But we are above 900 horsepower, and we have a crazy drift alignment setup, so I am pumped to see what this thing is capable of when the game eventually decides to load, which it now has. Oh, God. All right. Spinning all the way out through fourth. It's actually really consistent. Oh my God, look at this. It's like the power is perfectly balanced to the amount of grip that it has. Because it can just flow. Like I'm not lifting. I'm not, woo, okay. It's a sign tap, don't worry about it. Like I'm barely lifting. I haven't really lifted yet all the way down this straight. And like it doesn't really stay like smashing into the rev limiter. But at the same time, it's like just the perfect amount of wheel spin to keep it moving. It's so much fun. And it's not a bad soundtrack to have either. Pretty much 9,500 RPM out of a twin turbo, like, well, now twin turbo, flat 6. That is ridiculous. Little transition back the other way. Yeah, I had to do a little bit of an ugly handbrake move right there. God, it's hilarious. I'm going to drift it up the mountain. I want to see what kind of score I can put in with it up the mountain. This thing is going to be so much fun going up the hill. At least I hope it's going to be. It's not going to be some sort of record breaker, because it's not all-wheel drive, and all-wheel drive holds the records going up this hill, but... Woo! It's so much fun, though. You turn it in, and it immediately wants to slide. I love this setup that we've got on it. All right, let's go. All the clutch kicks. All of them. Oh, dude. Uh-oh. Ran it way too wide. That was a little bit of a unicorn line. I need to remember I'm not in the unicorn, and I can't take unicorn lines. Oh, come on! There we go. Come on, build that speed up. Oh, no, don't spin it. Oh, okay, clutch kick. Wow, all right. I was really concerned right there that our run was over, and I am very glad that we managed to somewhat salvage it, because I was going for, I was trying to get as much angle out of it as I possibly could, and I got it almost, kind of. Come on, there we go. Not going to care about the fact that I banked that score, because I'm really just going for actual, just to see what this thing is capable of on the drift zone. I have to know. And we're about 3/4 of the way up Needle Climb now. There's 200K. So not too shabby so far, but I know we can do better. Come on, go for 300. Oh yeah, 300's totally doable. Before the second to last corner even. I love the balance that it has. It's just so nice to drive. It's so easy, too. 358,000 points in a freaking van truck thing. God, this is not something you would normally expect to be even remotely decent. But look at it. It just goes, dude. And it's fun. You can link corners together super easily like we're doing right now, and it really just honestly adds a lot of the fun back into just sliding around. Not bad from an angle standpoint. Really not bad. And I was gonna change it. I was really expecting to want to change it to something else other than the 373s. But man, fourth gear with the 373s seems to be such a happy place for this thing that I don't know if I would ever want to change it. See, it hangs out right below red line all the time. All the time. And one little clutch kick will get you right back up and going again. It's right at the edge of the exact amount of balance that you would want for this thing. It's so nice to drive. 157 on that one. That's close to my best. Well, my best is 169. That was 157. That was really good. I mean, for me anyway, that was a really good run for that drift zone. Not only was it a good run, but I enjoyed it. Okay. Y'all need to build one of these, and y'all need to build one of these right now, and I'm very serious about that because it's so much fun. Feel free to use this setup, this tune, this build, and if you do enjoy driving this thing, let me know in the comment section below if you built it and enjoyed it. So, hope y'all enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next one. Talk to you guys later.